Welcome to the BDA Takeaway. It's week 8 of the COVID-19 stay-at-home order, and businesses are preparing to open their doors. But what steps are needed to ensure a clean and safe environment? We invited Hermanson, a regional leader in mechanical systems, to share what we need to know.
I know that when I walk into an office building or when I walk into a restaurant or hotel, I want to make sure that all the risks have been mitigated and that I feel safe being in that particular space. According to the EPA, on average, Americans spend about 90% of their time indoors. And a large part of their waking time is actually spent, at least pre-COVID, was spent outside of the home, right? So going to places like the office, the gym, restaurants, movie theaters, things that we were normally doing, that's all been backburner with these stay-at-home. What we've been able to do is we work diligently with our customers, the general contractors, the developers, the property owners, property management companies, small business owners, really all the BDA members. We've been able to work with them to identify a series of best practices that they can implement to develop and maintain that safe environment. Some of the agencies that we've reached out to or worked with would be ASHRAE, the CDC. We've obviously got resources from the World Health Organization. A lot of those different agencies that have provided great information. So we've combed through that data. We're using the current science that's up to date based on what's being provided, and we've made these recommendations. So it's a series of 4 steps, 4 best practices that if are followed, then the risk and the exposure has been reduced. All right, so step 1, why flush? The American Society of Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning Engineers recommend that flushing the building with as much outside air as the HVAC system can handle can effectively remove pathogens. And according to the North American Filtration Association Wells-Riley report and the CDC guidelines, increasing the outdoor air ventilation to 4 air changes per hour has shown to also reduce pathogen exposure inside the built environment. And the CDC and the World Health Organization both recommend keeping the humidity levels between 50 and 60% relative humidity in order to allow the pathogens to quickly settle out of the area. So step 2, why filter? Filter the air to the National American Filtration Association's NAFA standards and guidelines to trap particulates and pathogens in the HVAC system. Aside from filtration, there's other means such as UV and ionization systems that are out there that can also help destroy the pathogen that's in the airstream. So step 3, why clean? Really important, follow the CDC and OSHA guidelines and regulations for cleaning protocols related to infectious disease control. They've published a ton of data out there. Hermanson company is following it, and we've implemented those practices. We've also spent a significant amount of time ensuring that our project and service sites are fully equipped with the required PPE to adhere to and then follow those CDC, OSHA, and state guidelines. And aside from cleaning and disinfecting surfaces within the building, there are certain things that should be done for facilities that have cooling towers, ice machines, and then shower heads, things like that need to be flushed and ran to get rid of any Legionella bacteria that may be present within that facility.
Wait, let's pause for a follow-up question. What is Legionella and how is it associated with the COVID crisis?
Legionella is a dangerous bacteria that causes Legionnaire's disease, and it grows in stagnant water. And with businesses closed down, it's important to ensure that the water sources haven't cultivated this bacteria.
Well, there's a takeaway and unpause.
Step 4, why maintain? You've got to make sure that you're going to continue to perform your regular and periodic maintenance on your HVAC system. Having a well-functioning system is going to help with providing adequate ventilation. It's going to improve the indoor air quality. It's going to improve the safety of your building. Some things that are pretty common that we look at are building pressurizations, right? You want the building to be positively pressurized. That's going to blow air out of the building and not bring in contaminants from the outdoor environment. It's not definitive, I guess, with how the built environment can spread this disease. There's a team of mechanical engineers and professors from the University of Alberta that are working to develop a study, and it's going to look at exactly that. How does the built environment circulate pathogens and dust and contaminants throughout the built environment? And those results are looking to be developed here in 2021. As a frontline essential service provider, how are we keeping our employees safe? Really, it's following all those same CDC guidelines and state guidelines and everything that we've been recommending to our customers, right? To date, Hermanson has over 500 employees spread around the region. We have not had a confirmed case of COVID-19. So that's definitely been a positive. Morale at Hermanson has been really strong. It's really positive. We've got a great team, and I think it's really driven by our strong values of client first, family matters, character counts, team, appreciate, learn, grow, and innovate, right? So those are really what drive the decisions here at Hermanson.
This has been the BDA Takeaway. Thank you to our supporters, Heritage Bank, Kaiser Permanente, Puget Sound Energy, and Vulcan Real Estate. The Takeaway was produced by the BDA, aka Bellevue Downtown Association, a nonprofit membership organization committed to strengthening the economic and cultural vitality of downtown Bellevue. And with the Takeaway, share bits of information to help us tackle these trying times.